I don't know about you, but our school requires us to do a ton of parent communication, and it's a repeated task that often takes many, many hours. And so I've been looking into using mail merge to save some time, and today I'm going to show you how. So your first step is to create a new Google Sheet. And from here, we're going to add the extension, and it is called Yet Another Mail Merge. So this is the one I've been using. It's the orange one, and you click Install. And I'm just gonna go ahead and log in. I guess I'm not logged in. And it's gonna ask if you can use your permissions. And now it says it has been installed. So you can either import Google Contacts or add emails yourself. What I have done is I've already created my spreadsheet. So in this step, you want to think about what you're communicating to parents. So I am going to communicate to my parents about their students' grades, tardies, and absences. So I definitely need to have those categories. But I'm also probably going to want some additional information like the parent's last name and the student's first name. And there may be some more information that I'm not thinking of. I'm going to pause the video and go ahead and populate this information. So I went ahead and populated this spreadsheet with these students' grades. I have to email all the parents who are at risk of failing multiple times each semester to make sure that their parents are notified if they're struggling. And so I included the parent's name, the student's name. I include their pronouns to make it more personalized. I included their grade, the reason that their grade is low. Okay, I usually draft my emails in a Google Doc so I can use it again the following year. So this is a simple email template that I have created. The format of the emails is important, so you have to put the name of the column that you want the mail merge to refer to in these double curly brackets like this. So I want it to say, for my first email, for example, I want it to say, hello, Mr. / Mrs. And then the name here is Jones. So Jones will populate right here. I enjoy having so-and-so in engineering class, and he, she, they is capable of being successful in engineering class, and so on and so on. So the trick here is making sure that the words inside of the curly brackets that you create are the exact names of these columns here. So right here, it's going to pull from the grade column. Right here, it's going to pull from the reason column, but actually I need to fix this because it needs to say reason with a capital R. And I need to be careful here. Let's see what it does about this capitalization. So I'm going to go ahead and use this email template, but I'm going to do it in a new email here. So you have to create the email template like this, and once you create it as a draft, then mail merge can start to refer to it. Okay, so to configure the mail merge, go to extensions and then yet another mail merge, start mail merge under your Google Sheets that you created. And mail merge will load. And it's going to prompt you for some information that you need. It's going to look through your inbox for drafts, and you can select the draft. If you just created it, you may need to refresh. And then you want to send a test email to make sure that it works exactly as expected. So I'm going to click send test email and give it a sec, and then go to your email. After refreshing my email, I'm going to check this. So it says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. I enjoy having Chase in engineering class. He is capable of being successful in engineering class. I'm writing to update you on their progress. I don't necessarily like that wording. Chase currently has a 67 in engineering due to missing assignments. He have been tardy 1 time this semester and absent 6 this semester. Chase can still raise his grade for the semester by addressing the above items noted. Will you please let me know that you received this message? Okay, so I learned a lot from this. This is one of the reasons why you always want to send a test message. So I'm going to make some minor edits to the template, which is in my drafts, to try to address some of these issues. So, for example, I'm going to change this to a comma. And I'm going to pause the video while I make some other edits. Okay, I made the updates that I needed to make. And so now it's time to go ahead and use the mail merge function. So I am going to go back to extensions, go back to here, start mail merge. I'm going to go through this process one more time. You may want to refresh it if you have just made a change to it so that it knows to pull in the new information. All right. So I'm going to assume that at this point you're happy with the email that you received and you're ready to move forward. So then all you have to do is send 11 emails, and you'll see here that there's this merge status column that was just created. So when I send 11 emails, these ones aren't going to go out because these are fake email addresses just for the sake of this YouTube video, but you'll see probably a bounce back notice from all of these as it sends out all these emails. And now it says email has been sent. And you'll receive a tracking report like this that says, okay, 11 were delivered. And then in this case, a lot of them are going to bounce. That's because it's a fake email address. But in your case, you're probably going to get, some more tracking. You're going to know who clicked it and opened it and who responded, which is really valuable, useful tool as well. If you're anything like me, you have to do repeated tasks like sending individual customized emails to a lot of families over and over throughout your school year, and you probably thought, wow, there's got to be a faster way to do this. I hope that this method or workflow will help you with saving time so that you can focus on the things you want to focus on.